Hey, welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. This is the show where we talk to live performers, singers, writers. That wouldn't be really a live performer, but singers, actors, dancers, musicians, and a lot of comics, comedians. We talk to them about their careers, what they did before COVID, how they're adjusting to COVID, what they're going to do moving forward. COVID has shut down the live entertainment industry completely across the board. This gives everyone an opportunity to catch up with their favorite performers, and the performers an opportunity to share some product, some merch, some albums, so forth, and get some support while we're going through this COVID thing. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed the show, do me a favor, like the video first. Number one, most important, please like the video. It helps me immensely. Also, share the video if you really like the show. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. That helps a lot as well. That goes really far with YouTube. It helps us helps me to put shows up and get more attention on YouTube. Also, if you want to support the show financially, if you want to throw some money at the show, there's a couple of options for you. Bam, they're right above my head, right there. Look at that. Look at that. You can go to lennyschmidt.com/if-you-can. That's my website. You can Venmo me at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. And you can join my Patreon page, which I'll talk about later in the broadcast. You can do a monthly fee. You can pay as little as $1 on all of those options. If you enjoy the show, you enjoy the content, the interview, with the white noise, whatever you're doing with the show in the background, you can throw $1 at it, whatever you think it's worth. Just $1. It's simple. Just $1. You have an option between $1 and $10,000. There's an actual $10,000 button on my website. I'm not going to tell you how many people have used it. But it rhymes with the word zero. Anyway, please feel free to throw some money at the show. We'd appreciate it. We don't have any sponsors. The show is totally sponsored by and supported by all of the people that watch the show and some of the entertainers that have been on the show as well. So I can't thank you enough. So sit back, enjoy the show, enjoy today's episode, and we're going to start it right now. This is taped. It won't be taped in a second. This is going to be live. Here we go. Enjoy the show. Thanks for being here. Take care. Seems very loud. Was that loud? That seemed loud to me, man. That's I redid some of the sound today. Whatever. I'm not good at this. Hi everyone. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining Lenny Schmidt's Quarantine Comedy. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday live. There you go. You already saw the intro. It's good to be here. I'm wearing the White Sox garb to support my Chicago White Sox in their ongoing endeavor to play add some sort of normalcy to this crappy year. So I could pretend that it's playoff baseball. It's playoff baseball. Whatever. It's 2 out of 3. Anyway, Sox lost today. The series is tied at 1. I promise we're not going to talk sports the whole episode. This is not a Vince Moranto episode, so we will not talk sports for 45 minutes. How you guys doing? Thanks for being here, man. It's 110 degrees in the valley. That's all I really got for you guys. I am here. I'm excited for a couple of reasons. One, I'm going on the road next week, man. I get to be a comedian again. That's right. I remember what it was like to pack a suitcase and to get in an Uber and go to the airport, LAX, and get on a plane. I'm going to do all that stuff next week. I'll just be wearing a mask, which is fine. I don't care. I'll wear whatever I got to do. I have 2 teenage daughters in this house. I need to get the fuck out of here as fast as possible. I got to get out of here. I just got to go. And they're fine 1 minute, and they want to kill me the next. I'm excited. 2 weeks on the road. Some of you there, first of all, I have the greatest supporters in the world. You guys are here all the time, and I can't thank you enough for tuning into the show 3 times a week. That's amazing. I don't even want to be here 3 times a week, and I have viewers that are here. Some of you guys have been here for absolutely every single episode I have, so I can't thank you guys enough. Some of you, I may see Larry Warden next week. I think we were talking about it earlier. It's very possible that Larry Warden will be venturing out to Oklahoma City to see me tell jokes at Looney Bin. So we're excited. Also, if you're in Wichita and you're interested, next week in Wichita, we have our early clean family show on Saturday. That's pretty cool. A little clean show there for you guys. If you guys want to check that out. So that's what I got for you. I was going to check the news real quick. There's not a lot of news. I always go through the news for you guys and go. I used to sit down and try to write jokes off the news, but I'm not really a joke writer guy. You know what I mean? I'm more of a story guy. So I just scan the news now and see what looks interesting to me. And the only thing, there's not much. There's the debate last night, which I don't know if anybody watched the debate. It was that debate was like I watched 2 minutes of the debate last night. Really, that's it. The debate was like Thanksgiving dinner at your house and both grandparents are there. That's exactly what that debate was like. It was really annoying. I got to watch two old men pander to their base. So, and if you expect anything different, you're crazy. You're stupid. What else is going on? Oh man, the fires in Northern California, the Mulligans. I don't see your names on the board tonight, man. I did talk to them. They were evacuated last time I talked to them. Supporters of the show, Vince and Tammy Mulligan. I hope they're okay. I hope they're healthy. And I hope they're well and safe. Last I heard, they were evacuated from their home up there in Northern California. So if you're up there, if you're in Northern California, you're watching or listening to this podcast, please be safe and listen to the officials, man. Don't think you know more than the firemen. They know lots of stuff. What else? Disney laid off 20,000 workers today. Included thousands of restaurant, hotel, amusement park workers, and Disneyland all got. So Disney's small world just became smaller. I know that's sad. If you work at Disney, I'm sorry. Lots of entertainment people are losing their jobs left and right. That's one of the reasons we have the show here. Also, just let me touch on this briefly. I know a lot of you guys that support the show and watch the show are cruisers and cruise members and cruise fans. The CDC's no sale order was supposed to expire today, and there has not been an official announcement yet as far as the no sale order. But from what I'm hearing from the people I know on the inside, and by people I know on the inside, I mean Google, what I am hearing is they're extending till Friday. They've been having meetings in the White House all week long, and they're going to discuss what they're going to do with the cruise industry on Friday. And it looks like they're going to extend the CDC no sale order for 31 days through Halloween, October 31st, and slowly open back up. Slowly open back up on the 1st of November. So hopefully that is happening. So there you go. Okay, let's say hello to everyone that's here real quick. I can't think. No, Larry Warden, you are here. How are you, buddy? You just typed something in here. It was like watching your mom and our dude. Oh, kudos to Larry Warden again to make me laugh out loud during my own podcast. It was like watching my mom and his mom bitch at each other. Yeah, we grew up across the street from each other, and our moms did not like each other. So there was a lot of arguing between the moms. It was kind of fun. It was entertaining. Robbie Davis, you're here. I'm glad you're here. It was a dumpster fire last night. I appreciate that. Larry, good you are coming. You got a room at the Marriott in Bricktown. Oh, that's awesome. We'll have a good time. Let me know what night that is, man. And let me know, we got to talk about tickets because we're seating between 50 and 100. There's no late show Friday. I don't know if you got tickets for the show yet, but I want to make sure it's taken care of. Katie, oh my gosh, you're here. How are you? Big fat heart to you too. How's it going? So many cool friends, man. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. The Runyons are here. Keith is here. Brenda's here. Gar's here. How are you guys? Everybody. Wow, a lot of viewers tonight. Thanks a lot, man. Nice. And a lot of you guys, some of you guys want to see Rob and not me. That's my favorite part is people like, get to your guests, stupid. Shut up. Stop talking. I would too, but Rob is watching the baseball game over his shoulder right now. I can see him. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Is that the baseball game, bro? Which game is that? What are you watching?
The Yankees and the Indians.
The Yankees and the Indians. Okay, that's the voice of Rob Sherwood. You'll see in a second, folks. You know what? While we're at it, here I'll show a clip. This is my good friend Rob Sherwood. He's gonna be our guest coming out here in a second. I don't want to bother him now because he's watching the baseball game. So let's get a taste of Rob Sherwood right now. Here we go.
I shouldn't be doing pot anymore. I got 4 kids, man. I got to be some kind of a role model. 4 of them. People always think it's a lot of kids. They always tell me, 4 kids, you got a lot of kids, 4 kids. What were you thinking? And I tell them, I go, one day I decided I don't want to save any money. This plan's worked out pretty good for me. I have a friend getting rid of his first kid. He's all excited about it, too, because he don't know. Always asking me questions, what's it going to like being a parent? He said, all right, this is how it's going to go down. For about 13 years, you're really going to like this kid. And there's going to be a 5-year window. You're gonna hate this fucking kid. Kill the kid in the window, you'll be fine. I still have one in the window, 17-year-old girl. Oh, and a pleasure. You ever looked at a teenage girl before? You ever done it to anybody? Huh? Anyone? Have you? As a parent? As a parent. As a parent? Yeah, I heard clapping in the back of the room like it was a good thing. Oh yeah, 19-year-old stripper one summer. That was fun.
All right, folks, that's my man. Let's welcome to the stage. I always say that. I can't stop saying that. Welcome to the stage, my good friend, Rob Sherwood. Here he is. Look, live and in person. There he is.
There I am.
Bouncing back
Lenny,
and forth.
how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I won't keep doing that. I promise I won't keep looking over my shoulder.
You should have set it up better. You should have just flipped it around. Why don't you just,
Yeah, I didn't want to do both. So
that's all right.
I'll find out later.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least I can see it from here. That's kind of cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see it.
Let me know how it goes. And this is weird. This best of 3, and it's just, I don't know. Everything this year.
Are you where's your alliance? I know Cindy's
My
a Cubs
wife is with the Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've also become a Cubs fan because of the misses.
Yeah, right.
So
you don't have a choice.
I had to do that. And but this is everything about even sports this year. Everything is a little, but it's better than nothing. Because I remember when this started, and there was no sports.
Right.
And I like to bet.
Yeah.
I like sports bet. So I couldn't bet at all. But I did find a parlay, ping pong parlay that I took, a 3-team ping pong parlay, and I lost. So I know nothing about ping pong, and that's all they had on there was ping pong.
How do you? Is there people that are
Well,
there?
I live in Vegas, so I have a sporting app on my phone.
Of course.
So I can bet right on my phone. I don't even have to put pants on.
Well, you have to when you live in Vegas, right? Isn't that part of the deal? When you move in, you have to have a sporting app on your phone.
Yeah.
Right, okay, right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I used to bet football all the time. By the way, football. I love football because they just don't give a shit. You know what I mean? They had people tested positive. There was the Vikings and the Titans. Vikings are going back. They're going back to work tomorrow. Vikings are going back tomorrow.
It's been postponed till Monday now.
Oh, really?
Titans Pittsburgh, I think, has been postponed.
Oh, see,
but they didn't go in a bubble. So
yeah, right. Yeah, and they're traveling.
Like hockey did good. Basketball did good, but no one else is in a bubble.
No, well, baseball's doing the playoff bubble, but that's it.
Right. I guess that's helping. I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm so exhausted from all of it.
I know. I can't. It's been 7 months now, bro. I can't deal with it anymore. It's making me crazy.
I know. I don't know. But at least you're going back to work, which is good.
Dude, I'm looking forward to these weeks for months. I had no idea they would be the next gig in March. I'm like, you know what I mean? I didn't think this would be my next gig. Would be October, but
yeah, who? No one, none of us did.
Yeah,
I thought a month. They'll clear this up in a month.
Yeah,
we'll go back to work.
Really?
April. We'll be back in April, and then May. It's got to be May,
no.
And then June. It's got to be June.
Yeah,
July. It's happening in July. Yeah. August. We're gonna go back in September. Now I'm just hoping sometime. Although it looks like maybe for us in 2 weeks we'll be back in Vegas.
That's actually really good news. I heard from Vegas, which, by the way, I don't understand that. I mean, first of all, I live in LA, so our rules are uber liberal and crazy too over here. You know what I mean? It's way over to everything's very the end of the world here. You know what I mean? Everything's very end of the world. But Vegas, they kind of opened up and then they didn't. But there were no live shows. That's what I didn't understand more than anything.
Restaurants, there was everything except for live shows.
Yeah, and even for especially stand-up. That's the one thing I'll give the cruise ships. Like I've heard from some of the lines, and the first thing they're looking at is we need live shows, but we're looking. Comics are important right now because it's just one guy. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the coolest thing they could have opened up. But I don't know. But here we are. We're getting back. That's a little at a time, and hopefully things will start to get back to some kind of normal.
I don't know. I hope so. I think it's been the worst. I think everything's gonna be fine till the election, and then when the election comes, one of two things are gonna happen: either Trump is gonna win, and then there's gonna be chaos, or I think Biden's gonna win, and I don't know what I think he might shut everything down again. He keeps talking about shutting stuff down constantly.
Yeah, I hope not. Can't do that again. They gotta kind of do what Europe did, kind of, I guess, because they kind of wore masks and just kind of stayed away from each other. Right. And that's been the best thing for me because I don't like people anyway.
Sure.
So actually staying away from people was great. I
Yeah.
didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, and I'm bad with names too, so masks work great for me because then I just look at people and nod. And it's a lot of "Hey, dude, what's up? What's going on, lady?" You know, stuff like that. It's just fine.
Yeah.
Now I have an excuse.
I think we're just all exhausted.
I think everybody's
Especially
exhausted.
I mean, everyone in the entertainment field. And I have tech friends and just guys, lighting designers for rock show and all these, and no one's been working. I mean, everyone is like just worn out.
Well, I plugged that the red alert restart. Are you familiar with that hashtag push that they did a little while ago through New York and some of the theaters?
Yeah.
And it helped.
That where they all everyone go down the strip and flash their lights and honk their horns.
Yeah, because it's not just performers; it's it's sound techs and stage managers and
everybody in the industry. If you wrap a mic cable somewhere, you were out of work. It's like it's a lot of people.
Yeah, and a large portion of those people are all gig workers. Nobody just works for a company. I mean, it's a handful, but really, for the most part, you're going with the production, and then when the production's over, you go to find another production. You know what I mean?
Right, and if there's no production, I mean, all of LA was shut down. There's no TV, no anything. So, but we all seem to have made it so far.
How you feel? You're good? Are you healthy? Or you look?
Yeah. I was all right. We got through it. I got to play golf a lot, and
Everybody knows says that. It was brutal. I played golf, but it was brutal.
Yeah. How's the quarantine? I got my handicap down to about 11.5.
Dude, that curve was the best thing to happen in my backswing. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I got it down. I bought new clubs just before the pandemic, which was a good move.
See, you didn't even know.
Look, it got to a point where what can you do? And that was probably the worst part, was that it was out of our control.
Right.
Like there was nothing you could do about it other than just wake up every day going, what am I going to watch on TV tonight? And that was the worst part for both of us, is having our nights off, because we both work nights.
Yeah.
So when we would start getting ready for work, we would go, we started watching TV. I watched more TV in the last 7 months than I've probably watched in the last 20 years of my life.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Plus, you and Cyndi probably spent more time together in the last 7 months than you ever have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although, because we did long distance first.
Right.
And so when we did see each other, we would see each other 24/7 for that week, and then wouldn't see each other for a couple of weeks, and then we did that again. So we were used to it. But, yeah, you do get to see each other quite a bit.
Yeah, right.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a lot.
Quite a bit. So we did learn two things in this. One of us is an amazing person, and the other one's an asshole. And I think you know which is which.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that lay right there. I'm just gonna lay. I'm not gonna comment on which one's which.
Everybody knows. Everyone who knows us knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. It's
no
surprise to anyone. And some people told me they did that before the pandemic.
Yeah. All right.
So,
well, I always knew Cyndi was awesome. So you nailed it for me right there. That makes sense.
There you go.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, that's have you done any shows at all? Like anything live? Or are you doing nothing outdoor?
I've done one. You know Derek Richards?
Yeah, I did his thing.
I did a podcast that he did. I did that, and that's the only thing I've done anything performance-wise. I play in a band, and we've still been rehearsing.
Okay.
So we figured the four of us can still see each other, since none of us seem to have had it. And but as far as doing comedy or being on stage, no. So I don't have any idea what it's going to be like when we go back. I don't know what it's going to be like with the social distancing, and we don't have any idea yet. So we'll see.
Well, I'm in the process this whole week. I'm trying to remember my act this week. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm listening to the tapes. You know,
that's what I'm going to happen too. I'm just waiting to get the date before I start putting any work into this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm like you too.
I'm all excited. Turns out, I memorized all that stuff again for nothing.
That's stupid. I'll pick it back up. It's like riding a bike. It's just more. It's gonna take more practice. I've talked to a couple guys who've done a couple of shows, and they were like, the first show was really, really weird, but after the third show, I was fine. I go, oh, okay. Well, that's encouraging, because it's I haven't done a full show in a while.
The audience going to have to wear masks too? Now you said you're going to wear. Are you going to wear a mask on stage?
No, I'm not doing
Did
that.
they? You don't have to do that, right?
I don't know. I think I'm doing Oklahoma City and Wichita, and I don't think they have COVID there.
Well, they're not going to care there.
Yeah, they don't have there's no COVID there. They don't have. Yeah, they don't have masks. When I talked to Larry,
masks there.
Yeah, I talked to Larry this afternoon. I go, "How are your numbers?" Because great, we're selling out all weekend. It's like we getting 100 people max. I go, "Oh, okay, great, awesome." So they don't care. They're going out.
I think people are trying to get out and do stuff. Like we're in Chicago right now visiting her family. Yeah. And other than the capacity in places, when you go, it looks normal here. I mean, but everyone's wearing masks, but it doesn't seem different here. It's not like my daughter lives in Irvine, and we were down there a few weeks ago. Okay. And yeah, you're right about LA. I mean, California is like ultra, like you can't do anything.
They give you looks, you get dirty looks, man.
Yeah.
People pointing at you, other people pointing at you. Like,
yeah, where's your mask?
Yeah, or if it just goes below the nose, they're like, you wanna?
Can you look that up?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man, my daughter works at a cafe, and somebody complained about her at work, and she was like, I got in trouble because I had my mask over my nose. And I'm like, oh,
really?
Geez. Yeah, seriously. I'm like, all right.
We gotta relax a little bit, and I guess we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully we're gonna be normal again one day. That it's gonna just be like the flu, like everyone's going to go, okay, if I get it, fine. I don't know. I'm exhausted.
Well, I'd settle for normal. You know what I mean? Just close. Like this complete shutdown nothing thing is making me crazy. You know what I mean? At some point, like when I talk about the cruise ship thing, like they're trying to find a way to launch cruise ships again without people losing their minds.
Why don't you call the NHL, the NBA, and get those 15-minute tests that those guys have.
Yeah, everybody's supposed to have them, yeah.
On the ship gets the 15-minute test. If they're negative, they get on the ship.
Right.
And now they're on the ship and they're negative. If everyone on the ship is negative, who's going to get it?
Right.
No one can get it. I mean, that's the NBA. And both the NBA and the NHL had 0 positive cases once they put them in a bubble.
Right.
So if we all did that, like if everyone had a test at home and you just tested yourself before you left in the morning, and you went, oh, I'm negative, and then you just go about your day. And if everyone did that, we would know.
Yeah. Well,
it's simple to me. I could solve the world's problems.
I don't know if they should have called you weeks ago. This is ridiculous. I'm a little pissed now.
I was the third guy on that debate last night. I could have cleared it all up.
This is fucking
Shut
stupid.
up, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I think you proved yourself.
I should have had you on the show weeks ago. That would have solved all the problems. Well, Trump just said last week the problem was the accessibility to these tests. And here's the thing, dude. This is what the people with money are doing fine. They've the shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
And they're the ones that are getting those 15-minute tests. They have no problem getting those tests.
Yeah.
Rogan's podcast, he does it every day, and they test every day before the show. He's had those tests forever, and he got them through the NBA. That's where he got his. He got them through like sports. He's like, I'm not going to tell you where he got him, but he got him through. It was a guy that knows a guy, and blah blah blah. So how are they getting? Yeah, everybody should get. Yeah.
I called up in Vegas to get one. Cyndi didn't feel good, and we weren't sure, so we thought, well, let's get it. So I called the place. And they're like, yeah, it's like $250, and we'll let you know in 14 days. And I'm like, that's defeating the purpose of knowing if she has it or not.
Yeah, I don't.
So we found another place, and it took like 3 days. I'm like, well, this is the problem: is we don't all have the same accessibility that certain people have.
Yes,
and that's where it's gonna be like this until everyone can. Well, let's face it: if you've got money, you're gonna get better health care than a guy who doesn't.
Yep. You get better everything when you got money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Legal rep. I mean, it's always the people without money that suffer, and then they're the ones they blame. They go, well, you can see.
If we had a shitload of money, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah, right. It's true. Exactly right. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing the show. I wouldn't be working shifts. You're right.
He's in a big house somewhere, watching our stock market go up, and going, we're doing all right.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
There was a press conference last week or something. Trump was talking about these tests being more accessible moving forward, and he's shipping like 100 million of these tests across the. Of course, I don't know what news to believe from Trump because his numbers are fucking skewed every time. Every time he talks, right? From anybody, but there's supposed to be a bunch of these 15-minute tests available soon, and the cruise ships. That's what they're talking about. One of their policies is everybody has to test 3 days before the cruise. And then you test before you get on the ship, period. End of story. And before you get on the ship, they have the results of the test right there. They know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I had a friend that just went down to St. Lucia. He went down to a Sandals, and he had to get the COVID test before he left and then take the paperwork with him. But there was like 4 or 5 days between the time he took the test and he got down there. I'm like, well, in between all of that, you're on the plane, you're in an airport. So it's not, you got to do it like when you're there as opposed to, and now when we've been here, they said if you're coming from Las Vegas, you have to quarantine for 14 days. If you're coming from Nevada into Illinois.
Really?
So we got here before that happened, but I don't even know how they would do that, where they check you at the airport and then they go, now you got to go stay somewhere. They're going to follow you to someone's house and make sure you stay in the house. It's not, I don't know. Anyway.
That was a thing coming in and out of New York, too, I think, for a 14-day quarantine. Yeah. But then the CDC just took that off the website like a week ago, from what I heard. They just took, there's something about the 14-day thing that they just took out of the travel ban. And they didn't announce it. They just took it off. And then somebody said, hey, what happened to the thing? And they go, oh, it was a typo. And what do you mean it's a typo?
I've never been on their website to see what I'm not supposed to do. I just kind of do what I think I should do. I wash my hands like I always have. I try not to sneeze on people, and I stay away from them.
Yeah.
And
well,
I wear a mask. I wear a mask when I go someplace, but that's it. And I try to keep it over my nose, but it always fogs up my glasses.
Yeah, I did. I know that's the worst thing. I'm kind of looking forward to wearing masks all the time now. Just to have it with me. Just you know what I mean. That way I don't have to talk to anybody. Masks and glasses and stuff. That way you don't just walk right through.
I say things under my breath and they can't hear me. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
Yeah. All your curses are muffled. You fucking piece of shit. What? Nothing. I was a little mask.
Right.
Little mask thing.
But I'm just happy you get back to work. I'm happy you're going somewhere. It's nice.
Dude, I'm really excited. I'm really jazzed for it. Well, Anna dude, here's the thing. Anna was just in Chicago, my oldest. She just flew back to Chicago last week. And I asked her what it was like. Because
how old are the girls now?
Anna turned 19 this last weekend. And my youngest is 16.
Okay, so one's in high school, one's college?
Yeah, Anna's a sophomore in college. So
okay.
And Lily's a junior in high school. So
and they still both live with you, right?
Now Lily just moved in with me officially during this whole COVID thing. So
you have a Lily too. Okay, my youngest is a Lily also.
How old are your daughters now?
My Lily's 21 and she's going to school, and I have 4. Yeah, she's in Reno. Then my other daughter's 27, and then I have a 34-year-old and then a 36-year-old. He's
34 and 36? Dude, you look good, man. You look great, bro. You look young.
Don't make me stand up fast.
What are you pushing?
I don't push anything. Yeah, if I push anything, I hurt myself.
I push nothing.
I don't push anything. I've hurt my back just picking something up.
Yeah, just the thought process.
Yeah, I'm gotten old. I'm old.
Well, dude, you're still you're playing now. Let's talk about the band, because you also, besides doing stand up, are you maybe the greatest name for a band I've ever heard in my entire life is Lawnmower Death Riders.
Thanks. I didn't come up with it. Your brothers came up with it.
Dude, that's the
Lawnmower
greatest name
Death
ever.
Riders.
I love that name. That is the baddest.
Yeah, everyone does love the name.
But dude, you're a drummer in that band, and I bring it up because one of the things, drummers are the ones that when these bands come back, a lot of times they have a different drummer. The older you get, drumming is rough on you, bro. You know?
It gets harder. It has gotten a little harder, because I remember when that was my first love, was to be a musician. I started doing it as a kid. So when I was 16 or 17 years old and I played in bands in high school, I could play for 3 or 4 hours without even barely breaking a sweat. Not so much anymore.
Right.
It takes a little more to recover, but it's what I really love doing. I love playing. Yeah. Yeah. And these guys they were young when we started. We've been playing together almost 10 years. So they were like 24, 25 when we started. Now they're getting in their 30s now. And so
you're the oldest guy in the band, right?
I'm the oldest guy plus 2 of them. Yeah. I'm the oldest guy in the band. I am by far. I'm older than the band's parents. Older. Yeah. But they keep me around, so I guess it's hard to find a good drummer, or at least a good old drummer.
A good older
So,
dude. Hold on, I got a clip of the band. Hold on, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the only clip I could find of the
I don't
band.
even know what you pulled up.
Well, I don't know. It's whatever. Hold on. First of all, I'm not good at this, so I'm gonna screw it up horribly. Hold on a second.
That's okay.
Yeah, it'll be all messed up, but we'll give it a
If
shot.
it wasn't, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
All right, there we go. No, wrong one. See, I screwed up. Hold on.
That wasn't it.
That's it. Here we go. I think we got it now. Let's see if I can play it. All right.
Oh, this is funny. Okay.
It's all I can find. It's on Cindy's Facebook.
Okay, yeah, that was the one.
There you are.
Here I am.
God, dude, I'm tired just watching you.
You know what? I was just going to say
Dude, I like it, man. I like the sound.
Yeah, we recorded a second CD during the pandemic, and we're working on a third one.
Are you?
So we have a lot of material, and it's all original stuff we do. So.
Oh, dude, that's the coolest. Well, I would love to see you guys. I love that sound. I love that vibe. Are you recording together? Are you guys working out together? Or are you Zoom recording?
Yeah, we rehearse like once a week, and we play in the two brothers they have a garage that we rehearse in.
Okay.
And then we've been recording through the pandemic. Yeah, I'm still in the garage band at my age.
That's the coolest thing ever. That's the best. I would tell I would tell everyone if I was in a garage band. I would literally tell everyone.
I mean, we rehearse in a garage, so I guess we're kind of a garage band, and no one knows who we are. So it's, but I do because I love playing. So I didn't, I mean, if anyone ever found us and decided they wanted to do something with us, it'd be fine. But to go on tour and play like 2 hours every night, I don't know. I don't know if that could happen.
Dude,
I mean, even like Aerosmith, now they had to get rid of they changed drummers because the guy was like hurt.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. These bands come back, they replace the drummers is the first thing they get rid of. You can't keep up that pace.
One guy's still doing it. Charlie Watts still playing.
Charlie Watts. Dude, you know who I saw a video of the guy, I don't know his name. Somebody yelled at me for this once because I'm kind of a metal guy. I don't know the guy's name from Iron Maiden, but I saw a video of him at a festival somewhere doing the Trooper for a cover band. And he just sat down and jammed with him to do the Trooper, and he crushed it.
Oh, really?
And he's got to be he's got to be late 60s, right? Don't you think, Iron Maiden? Yeah.
Or maybe even 70s now.
Yeah. But he had.
I think it's like anything. I think if you keep doing it, you can kind of keep doing it. I mean, look at Buddy Rich. He played forever until he died. So, yeah, if you keep doing it, it's but it's what I love to do. So, nice. Golf and comedy and drums.
Golf
and Cyndi.
Dude, could be.
They're not in that order.
Not in that order? Yeah, you better get to work on that order, brother. You want to rearrange that.
First order of how I said it.
Just flip it back around. You're right. My bad.
Something like that.
Well, just make sure she doesn't watch this. You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Actually, not far away.
She doesn't see. She keeps a close eye on you. She doesn't mess around. Yeah, she's not messing around.
Never far away. She's right there. We're always there. Always fucking that. Time I turn around, there she is. You're there again.
You're lucky. Think about how lucky you are.
Believe me, I'm very lucky. It's taken a long time to get to this place, and I'm very lucky.
Good. Now
I make jokes about it. Yeah, no, she's amazing.
No, you're really lucky, dude. Because I'm here. I got to be around your age. I'm mid-50s. I'm right there. So, and I'm single. I don't. When you get older, and for guys like us that work the road, travel, you're never home. You have kids. Your whole life shifts and changes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So be able to find someone that you love to be with and spend time with. I mean, you guys obviously get along very well because I see a lot of
we get along. And I never, we found each other. I was single for for a while, but it wasn't long enough to I have never done the online dating. I didn't I'm kind of old. Like it used to be, I'd have to go to a bar and spend $200 to find out nothing's happening tonight. Now it's so much different. Like people do. I've never done online dating or anything like so. I would hate to be single now. It would be awful.
Yeah, it's rougher with COVID, brother. It doesn't make it easy. I tell you right now.
I can't imagine that.
Dude, it's sad when you're ripping through your Tinder and they say no more options. That's not a good sign. I'm just like fling. Need to reload in 24 hours. I'm like, oh my God, that's not good.
It's a horrible time to be single.
Yeah, it's really rough, dude. And now there's no more of that drop $200 at a bar thing either. You usually know pretty early on because you go in, you get digits right away, or you get Instagram, and then you find out pretty quick whether or not there's something going on.
I was never good at dating. I was never. I was just like if you met someone you liked, then you started dating him, and then you were in a relationship. It seemed like that's what would happen. It wasn't like you'd go out every night to a bar to try to. And now I can't even. I would hate to be in my 20s now. That would be awful.
Yeah, it
just seems like that would be.
I don't know, but there's a certain amount of. There's a certain amount. I don't know if this is a sad statement or not, but kids today, there's no more. A lot of times, there's no rejection or turned down. There's just ghosting and moving on. There's, you know what I mean. There's not a lot of. You don't get a lot of. I don't want to see you anymore. People just stop calling each other. And in a lot of ways, I'm like that eliminates a lot of confrontation and uncomfortableness. Like, say you date someone for a while and it's not working, then you just stop. And there's no.
Yeah, and you just. They don't call anymore, and you just I'll just move on to someone else.
You don't have to have that. Hey, we need to talk. You know what I mean? I always hated that conversation.
Yeah, you never want to hear that. You never want to hear.
That's the worst. Hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, really? Do we have to? Can we just?
I don't. Things are good, sort of. Or passable. Things are passable or plausible. There's no reason.
That's the other thing that's come out of this pandemic. Lots of talking.
I know. Dude.
But we do talk a lot.
Right.
About feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not a talky. She comes from a very talky family. Like she could call her mother or her daughter and they could talk for hours.
Yeah.
I think the longest conversation I ever had with my parents was 10 minutes. Like I could never, and even with my kids, she goes, "You're done talking to them already?" I go, yeah. I ask them how they're doing, what they do the last few days. How's everything? Good. Okay, and then I'm done. I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah, I do that.
But we go to visit her mom here. Her mom's 82, so we've gone and visited them. But we don't go in the house. We just go in to use the restroom. We don't want to get her sick. We want to make sure she's safe.
Yeah, right.
So we sit outside, but we sit outside for 5 hours and talk. Yeah. I'm like, how do we talk for 5 hours? But they do. They just talk.
Does she sit outside with you guys? She's like 10 feet away?
Okay. Yeah, it's been okay. Right. The other day we sat in the garage. We opened the garage door and we sat in the garage and talked to it there. But yeah, I know it sounds as crazy as it is, but we don't want anything to happen to her. We like her.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's pretty nice of you, Ralph. That's good. I like her. I
can do. I don't want to be the one who killed the.
I don't want to be the guy. That would be the worst if you were the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that would not be good.
Family reunions would just be horrible.
Right. Well, all right. Well, dude, that's at least how long are you back in Illinois for? Did you drive there or did you fly?
No, you know what? We did that in the end of May, beginning of June, when we found out, because there was a rumor going around that they thought things were going to open up in Vegas in June.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so we were like, well, we don't want to go anywhere yet. And she'd been missing her mom and was afraid. She got real worried that she may never see her again. 82, you don't. So in June, when we found out we weren't going to open until probably July, which would have been August, September, or October, we decided to give it a shot. And I didn't want to fly at the time, so we did drive. We took our time. We filled a cooler full of food, and we drove and stayed in hotels and ate out of the cooler and got to her mom. And we were really worried about bringing it to her mom again. Yeah. So we just did that, and then it was really nice then. It was 85, 90 degrees. So we just sat outside and talked to her. We were there for like 3 or 4 days, got in the car and drove back.
Nice.
So we had nothing else to do. So it wasn't like, we had to rush. So, but this time we flew. Now I'm just like, oh, wear a mask and all. And Southwest is social distancing on the plane.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. Yeah, I brought it up earlier.
One of the few that are.
Yeah, yeah. Anna flew to Chicago to see Anna's birthday was last weekend. It's also her mom's birthday. Anna was born on her mom's 30th birthday. So
Really? I was
yeah.
my one daughter shares a birthday with her mom too.
Oh no way. Yeah, all right. So it's a cool.
So and a daughter that shares a birthday. We have a lot in common.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. But yeah, that's a big bonding moment for the mom and the daughter. You know what I mean? It's just really cool. Plus, Anna's been living here now for over a year, and she really hasn't been home to spend much time. So it was kind of it was a big deal for her. She went home for 5 days. It was great. It was a great trip, and she spent the whole 5 days with her mom. But I bring it up because she got on the plane in American, and I go, how was the flight? She was packed. It was completely packed. Totally packed.
Yeah, American. We checked it out before we flew. An American.
Yeah.
And normally we would fly Spirit because it's so cheap.
Ugh.
But Spirit is disgusting when there isn't a pandemic.
Yeah, dude, there's a pandemic on that plane. They probably brought COVID over here.
So we looked it up and we found that Southwest is doing social distancing. So they only sell enough for the empty seat. And there was a lot of him. I mean, the guy next to us was sleeping across all 3 seats. He just laid down because he had the whole row to himself.
Oh, good. All
so Southwest seems to have been the best deal. So I don't know how you get into Oklahoma. Is that where you're going?
No, I'm flying American. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. She from the coach over here just said Southwest and JetBlue are the only ones doing social distancing. She does all the legwork, everything we do. Good.
That's what you need a good partner that does that stuff because I don't do anything. That's what you need, right? You need somebody to help you out.
If not have a good partner, I do. Hence, one of us is amazing, one of us is an asshole thing from earlier.
I think you've explained to us pretty much in depth that you are the weak link in that relationship over there.
I am most definitely the weak link, and I've embraced it. I got to be honest with you. I've embraced it.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with once you know it and you own it, there's nothing wrong with it.
You got to know your place. You just have to know your place, and I'm okay with it. I really am.
And she seems happy with it. That's a perfect win around the.
Well, I wouldn't go too far with it. She seems happy with it. She's accepted it. Let's go with that.
She's accepted. Hold on. This is actually my phone. Hold on. Anna, what's up? I'm on the show. I'm doing my show live right now, by the way.
Oh, someone's calling him.
Let me turn off my phone. I think I made her mad.
Who called you?
Anna, she knows when my show is every day. She's completely aware of the show from 6 o'clock to like 7. She knows it every time. But every time she calls
19,
me.
Right?
Yeah.
She's 19.
Yeah.
Okay. You think she cares?
No, she doesn't care. No, all she cares. Here's where we're at now. Here's what she cares about. She cares about the fact that I don't drop everything to be there for her. So my job is more important than she is, and it pisses her off. So, but she calls at the same time every day. You know what I mean? So I go, if you call, let's say there's 23 hours in a day, Rob. There's 24 hours in a day. I'm not available for one of them.
And one. That's the one.
That's the one that I'm an asshole for.
Mine in college texts me when the money hasn't arrived yet.
Sure, of course.
Because I send the allowance every week, and when she doesn't see it, it's not even, hi, how are you? How was your day? What have you been doing? It's, did you send my allowance?
Ah, that's the best. She's already cut out the middleman.
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah.
And then she'll say, oh, yeah, how are you? And I go, I'm fine. And yes, I sent your allowance.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. It's what they grow out of it.
See, Lily starts every conversation about money out with 14 ums. That's how every conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and then she always sneaks in. If you say no, it's okay. That's her favorite sentence in the world. Is if you say no, it's okay. And then
14 numbers, and you know if it's okay, and then money's involved.
And at some point, I'm like, you want to just get to it, please? I got things to do. Just how about we go? I always go. Let's just lead with the no. How about if I just come in with the no right now?
No. Well, especially now, it's really easy. Like I even told my daughter, I said, "Listen, the unemployment's starting to run out. You may be sending me money soon."
Yeah, right.
You can't be calling for extra things because every once in a while there'll be I need a book for school or something, and I just said, "Look, you're gonna just have to hang on until I get back to work right now." And then she's been really good about it. So.
Oh, good. That's cool. See, well, I've been doing the Uber Eats at night, so that takes away from the kids too, because then I'm gone all night. You know what I mean?
Oh, you've been doing that? Oh, really? How's that been going?
Yeah, it's incoming money. I always follow the theory to have some money coming in at all times, and that's all it is money coming in.
So how do they contact? How many do you do in a run?
It varies. It's all by app. So they send you a message, like beeps, and if you want to accept it, you accept it. If you don't, you hit decline, and then you accept it, and then you go do anywhere from 1 to 2 on one run, and then while you're at the end of that run, they'll send you another message for 1 or 2. So I'll do.
And then you have to put the order in, or did they put the order? You just have to go pick it up.
Oh, it's all ready. I just go pick it up. So I just walk in the door and I go, "It's an Uber Eats for Rob Sherwood," and they'll go, "Okay, here you go. Have a nice day." And then you drive to Rob's house, and there's directions.
What's the part you had to deliver food to?
Dude, here I had one the other day. I had a long one the other day that was like 25 miles away, and I screwed up by taking it, and I ended up taking 25 minutes away. So that was 25 miles, which sucked because then, because then I don't want to stay out there.
25 miles.
Yeah, it's either that or stay out there. And this is Pacoima. Everyone wants to I have had 2 in the last week to South Central LA, and I'm like, oh man, you gotta. The first one I turned down because I caught it. I go, I am not going to South Central. There's no way that this big pasty white Irish fat white guy is walking through at 1 a.m. at in the middle of Washington Boulevard looking with a bag of Fritos trying to find. You know what I mean? It's just not a good call for me. So. But the one I took was I dropped a yogurt off at somebody's house.
Just a yogurt?
Just a yogurt, man. Drove all the way down there with a frozen yogurt. I'm not kidding you.
How lazy have we become that
I don't know.
You won't go out and get...
I'm telling you, 90% of what I deliver at night is Jack in the Box, McDonald's. It's all America. It's America. And I drop it on they have it set where I put it on their patio. I can walk up and just put it on their patio and then leave, so they never see me. So we're this close to that. What's that movie I always joke of? WALL-E. You ever see WALL-E?
Yeah.
Where everybody's fat in recliners. Yeah, we're this close to becoming that. It's all just a bunch of people rolling around waiting for food. And I don't deliver healthy food, man. Very few times am I bringing salads. Yeah, there's no salads going anywhere to anyone. You know what I mean? It's all cheeseburgers and pizza and crap and fried food, and it's just not good.
Can you do those drive-through too? Can you just drive through and pick up the Uber Eats if it's a McDonald's or something?
Sometimes, yes. Well, I do it at night, especially because all this right now, no restaurants are open after like 9 or 10, so you don't have a choice. So after 10 o'clock, I got to drive through the drive-through. So I get in the drive-through line, which sometimes is okay, but sometimes it blows. There's, I was in a drive-through at McDonald's the other day for 45 minutes. It's a long line of people, and you got no option but to wait it out.
I pray I never get that lazy, and I'm pretty lazy. I have a lazy streak, but I hope I'm never too lazy to not get up and go get something to eat.
Dude, here's lazy. This happens to me. This happens to me a lot. This just happens to me. Oh, shit! I gotta ask questions. All right, I have questions coming in. We're gonna answer these questions in a minute.
Okay.
Here's what's lazy. I pull up sometimes and they go wait outside. So I'll wait in my car outside, and I'll get a text that says you passed me, and I'll go, where are you?
Who's telling you to wait outside? The people you're dropping?
Yeah, you can contact the people once you pick up their food. You can contact the customer when you go to their house. So I send a message when I'm on my way. I go, I'm on my way, and when I get there, I send a text that says I'm here. So and then there's directions for me. It's either take it to the door, drop it on the patio, or they'll meet me outside. It used to be they always came out to the curb to pick it up, which was great because then I never got in my car, which made me a big fat pig. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm sitting there. So I'm sitting in the car, and somebody sends me a text. They go, you passed me. And I text them back. I go, where are you? They go, I'm outside. And they go, ironic, I'm outside as well. They text me back and go, yeah, but you passed me. And I go, great, can you tell me where you are? I'm in front of my building. So I open the door, turn around, and he's standing 5 feet behind my car. I got the car. I'm the only car on at 2 a.m. in the middle of Orange Boulevard in Hollywood, and the flashers are on, and the guy is standing there by a stairway, and I come walking up. I go, did you not see me sitting right there with the flashes? Oh, he's like, oh, no, I saw you. You passed me. I just thought you should know that you passed me. And I'm like, it's a classic entitled, that whole, he's a young dude. He's all frustrated. That was very funny.
You ever reach in and steal a fry?
No, everybody says, I've never had an urge to steal anybody's food, bro. I never have. I swear. Although I'm delivering food again. This is the fourth time in my life I'm delivering food. And the third time in my life where I'm going, I can't believe I have to deliver food again to make a living. You know what I mean? I thought this was all gone. A year ago, I never thought I'd be delivering food again.
This is the last run at it.
I hope so.
This is it.
Well, all right, let's see what's going on. Somebody asked how we met. I think that was Lori, my friend from Bowling Green High School. I think we met through Cyndi. Is that correct?
We met through Zanies, yeah.
Yeah, Cyndi used to run this. Oh, this is funny, too. I don't know if I mentioned this to her. This is Cyndi used to run Zenny's. Now she is the manager over at Brad Garrett's place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And I was supposed to work there, I think, in April. And she sent me an email in late March and said, "We're canceling your April date." And I go, "Aren't you jumping the gun a little bit?" That's exactly what I said to her in the email.
He's been sending those emails for 7 months now.
It's been 5. Yeah, right. Exactly. About 5 months.
It's been two weeks at a time for 7 months.
It's so horrible. Yeah, I think maybe you're slow down. Okay, Brenda 30 minutes. Can't mention Danny. Went okay. Click. I thought I saw another question here. No, Lordy. I had to label it. Sometimes they talk amongst themselves. Sometimes I don't know what they do. My show is like a chat page for other people to contact each other.
Oh, so they're talking about something else while they're watching us?
Yeah, they're talking about Chinese food. I bring up food. At least they're paying attention a little bit. They're talking about food delivery. White Castle, Chinese food. It's like they use me for suggestions. Somehow porn comes up and everything, but that's got nothing to do with me.
We haven't even talked about that yet.
We didn't get to porn. I didn't get to it. Oh, Keith. Here we go. Keith Runyon, who's a follower and a Patreon member on my page, is also a drummer. He's been a drummer for 40 years. He's been around. He just started doing stand-up. He's doing stand-up now. He's out in Florida.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, he just did an open mic.
Got into another profession that's not going to make him any money.
I know. It's a smart move, dude. I'm like,
I know. That's whatever. Because I can also, I used to be a stage fan, too. So everything I know how to do, there's no work for.
There's so.
And then people go, well, why don't you try to get another job? I go, doing what? They're going to go, what are your plans for the future? I don't have, this is my future.
Yeah.
I'm in the future of myself. This is it.
Yeah, there's no more options, man.
What are we supposed to do? Go work at an Amazon warehouse?
Yeah, that's the only. I was looking like a year ago. I was thinking about moving back to Illinois and quitting comedy just to be close to Lily because there's some stuff going on. But I looked at the job market. This is all I know how to do. I can't go into. If I go back into the restaurant business, I'm going to make a third of what I make right now. Although, I'm sorry, a third of what I used to make.
A third of nothing is good.
It's still zero. Yeah, right. You damn son of a bitch. Okay.
I've never even started math, but that one I knew.
Yeah. All right. That's
what
it.
was he asking you?
I don't know.
There's
no more. No, there are no more questions. I guess that's it. I thought I saw like 3. Who's here? Katie, who's still here? There's a lot of people watching, though, man. This is good. I'm very impressed. This is awesome.
You're watching, too? Oh, Cindy's sharing it, too. So
share it. Well, like the video. That helps me. Do that. Hit the thumbs up thing. By the way, there's a bunch of people watching. There's only 9 likes on here. What the hell's wrong with you people, my fan base? Like the video. Hit the thumbs up. Do something. Jeez, help a brother out. Help a brother out. Hey, here's a question. No gigs for the band? Can live bands play in Vegas?
No, we couldn't even do that. We can't. Now maybe we can. Now if they lift this where we can go out, we couldn't because, well, first of all, the bars have only been open for 2 weeks. Like restaurants had been open and all bars.
Right, okay.
Bars, unless they served food.
Yeah.
But none of the bars in Vegas make money off of food.
No,
they all make money off of the slot machines at the bar.
Absolutely.
So if they can't have people sitting at the bar, there was no reason for them to be open. So 2 weeks ago, they opened the bars. But there was still no live entertainment alive. So now with this starting, now maybe we'll be able to go out and play live again. Yeah. So we're hoping.
All right, I got to ask this question then, because I know other guys there. I was talking to Don and a couple other guys there. From what I understand, they can have ambiance music, like a piano player playing during.
That was some of it, yeah. Or you could do it like the Tuscany was having live music, but they had to be under 50%, and I don't know how they were doing that because, like, Don couldn't do his show even if it was less than 50 people. Right. Because it was a live performance.
Right.
So there was, if you had someone at a piano bar, like in a restaurant, and that's how they were doing some of these things. They had the live music in a restaurant. So you could have a guy playing a piano bar if it's in a restaurant,
right?
But you couldn't have that guy playing the piano in a bar.
Right. That's
there was no continuity to what their rules were.
Right.
So now it sounds like they've at least got on the same page that we can do some stuff. And now they just got to figure out how they're going to social distance everything.
Well, I don't think anybody knows what the hell they're doing. I mean, they're learning on the fly. This whole restaurant thing. Every time I talk about this, when you go to a restaurant, I don't know what it's like in Illinois, but you got to wear the mask to go in. but if you sit down to eat, you can take the mask off to eat. So
Right.
you're only contagious if you're standing. That's what I don't understand the the loop. There was the loop.
Well, and I think restaurants. We haven't really. We went out today. Cindy's sister-in-law and brother have a great restaurant in Lombard called Rosemary and Jean.
Okay.
So if anyone's listening and you're in the Lombard area or even want to drive into Lombard to have a great Italian meal.
Yeah.
But they're doing the same thing where you take the mask off when you sit down. We really haven't eaten out that much, mainly because we couldn't afford to. We've pretty much eaten at home this whole time.
Yeah, right.
And people are pretty far away from you. But yeah, I mean, if you're and that was the thing I didn't understand about the restaurants and the bars. What's the difference? If you're in a restaurant and you're eating without a mask, or if you're sitting at a bar and you're drinking without a mask.
Right.
But that's where they thought something was happening. But here, I guess they never did that. Everything here, in Illinois, they seem to have been on the same page with everything. They didn't, defer between a restaurant and a bar. If whatever it was, had to be 50%. But when we were here in June, there wasn't even indoor, and nothing was indoor then. So everything was outside.
Right.
So every parking lot was the restaurant.
Right.
They moved all the tables and chairs. And in the summertime here, it's great.
Yeah.
But in another month, you're not going to want to sit in the parking lot and have a hamburger.
No, you are not. No, it's
a little chilly here right now. So.
Yeah, it changes quick. There, bro. October is always the weird month. Hey, real quick, my buddy Gar, a couple of people here, they have an office in Lombard. What's the name of the restaurant again? They want to know the name of the restaurant.
Rosemary and Jeans.
Rosemary and Jeans.
It's on Main Street. Main Street, a block off of St. Charles, right by the train station.
Okay, cool. There you go.
It's a house that's been redone. Yeah, great food.
Oh, okay. Rosemary and Jeans, Gar. That's it. Also, Robbie Davis is here. I didn't say anything earlier. Robbie Davis is here. Yeah, she was dying. Hi,
Robbie.
Yeah, so Rob says hi. Cindy says hi. There you go. Because I know she was dying to see you. So every once in a while she's
great. I love her.
She's the best. She's the greatest.
She's an amazing person.
Yeah. She's very sweet. She tunes in a bunch of times, a whole bunch. Okay, Gar's got the name of the restaurant. Lori, we met through Cindy. We met through his wife. Lori, you asked the same question twice. Rob and I met through his wife, Cindy, who was my boss on numerous times.
And is my boss every day.
There we go. That's the difference between Rob and I. He's under full employ of Cindy, and I work once every 2 years for Cindy. Unless there's
Hopefully you'll be back in Vegas soon.
I will, man. If we ever get rolling again, if we ever get smoking. All right, man. Let's get out of here, dude. Let's wrap this up. You got anything to plug? You got an album? What do you got? You got a dry-bar special? You got something?
The band's on Spotify, and then if all goes well with comedy, I'll be back with Carrottop at the Luxor.
Oh, I didn't even mention that. Sorry, man. I should have. Oh, I got that clip, man. You want me to show that? Let's show that clip. Hold on. Is that okay if I show this? Do you want me to show it or not?
What?
I got the Sports Center thing.
Oh, yeah, show that. That was fun. In fact, we did that right at the end. That was like we did that the weekend before. Okay, here's a quick,
Rob, well, let's set it up real quick. Rob, set it up. Rob, you open for Carrottop? Well,
I open for Carrottop. I've been doing it now for 6 years full-time and about 13 years with some other people. And then 6 years ago, he decided he just wanted me to do it. And we have a great time. It's at the Luxor. We're Monday through Saturday now. In fact, we changed our schedule. We used to be Monday off Tuesday and then the rest of the week. So Wednesday through Monday. But when the football was going to come to town, we thought, well, we don't want to fight that on Sunday.
Yeah,
so we changed the Sunday nights off, and now there's no football. The stadium is built, and no one's going to be in it. So we're still technically we're going to be Monday through Saturday, and we're waiting to see what our schedule is going to be if we go back in October. But yeah, and Scott, which is his real name, is a great guy. I love working for him. Really fun. We have a great time together. Great crew. Everyone there is great. And we did this this was when they started shutting sports down. Nothing was closed yet, but remember they canceled.
Right. That's even better. Okay.
All of a sudden things were like the NBA playoffs got canceled, and then the NCAA tournament was just about to start. It was just about to start March Madness. They shut that down. And then, so the town, everything was still open, but sports was starting to close down. And we came up with this idea, and we shot this, and we did it in one take.
Okay.
which was the fun part. We didn't. It's not good because
Okay. All right. This is the best. All right. Here's a clip. This is just right when sports are starting to shut down. This is a little clip that Rob did with Carrottop. Here we go.
This is Sports Center.
What do you have?
I got nothing.
Same.
Not much going on, huh? Yeah, I know.
Not much.
Thumb wrestle?
Sure.
Why not? There you
No,
go.
I forgot.
There you go. You got to put these on.
You're going all in?
1, 2, whistle! Ah!
You're watching Sports Center!
Here on ESPN.
This is Sports Center.
Yeah, right on. Dude, it's even funnier when I know this setup.
yeah, and it was weird too because that was the ushers were just starting to wear gloves.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that
great.
that were feeding people. And so, but no one who knew we were on the verge of what happened. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was so time perfect that it's almost old. It's almost outdated. You know what I mean? It's the joke is almost outdated because when I saw it, I go, "Oh, that's pretty funny," but then I didn't realize. Yeah.
We didn't even have the masks yet.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that's funny as hell. All right, man. That's Rob Sherwood. All right, what else? Anything you want to plug? I'll put in the bio afterwards. Album, the band.
Brad Garrett's Comedy Club, Carrottop, and Rosemary and Jeans in
Right.
Lombard. Best Italian
don't forget
food in
Rosemary and
the
Jeans
area.
in Lombard. Check it out. Give it up to Rob Sherwood, folks, my good friend. Round of applause one more time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks, Lenny.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for being here, folks. That's Rob Sherwood, the one and only. Hey, another great. That's episode 101. We are off. We are off with our next 100 episodes. We're doing it now, man. We're gonna make it happen. What a way to start. 101 went much better than episode 1. If any of you have watched the shows early on, you know the first 34 were shit. So I'm real happy. So far, things are going very well. And this was a great show. Give it up for Rob again. Please check the bio afterwards. Also, real quick, again, I don't have any sponsors. Supported the show, supported by you guys. Bam, there you go. There's options for you there to sponsor the show for as little as $1. All three of those options, you can sponsor $1. Rob turned immediately around and watched the baseball game the second he was off the feed. Yeah, there you go. It's 4-4? 5-4. Okay, he's giving me a score update now. LennySchmidt.com/if you can, or Venmo me at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. You can give me, you can donate as little as $1, $10. There's a clip for $10,000. Feel free. $10,000. There you go. You can do that. Let's call Anna back. I will call Anna back. Thank you very much. And last, the Patreon page. Folks, if you enjoy the content, also, I'll be sending a message. I promise I'm really doing this. I'm sending a message to the Patreon fans immediately after the show. We're doing a live Zoom comedy show this weekend. It's a little bit of a change of what I was going to do. I was going to do a writer session. I might do a short writer session before the show. In fact, I think I will do that because I know that I want to talk to Keith and some of the other people before I do the show. Here's my thinking. I'm going back on the road next week for 2 weeks. I have not done a live show for 45 minutes in 8 months. So I'm doing a live Zoom show Saturday night on my YouTube page. There you go. And all my Patreon members get it for free. There'll be information on my Facebook. So if you join the Patreon page right there, Lenny Schmidt Comedy, you can join my Patreon page and you can get access to that show as well as all kind of perks and bonuses. The more money you give on the Patreon page, the more you get. As little as $1 to as much as $10,000. Give as much as you want. Do that. But if you give more money, you can get things like all of my albums for free, all of my content, all the content I've produced online for the last 6-7 months, close to 90 hours of online content. A lot of it is online. Some of it is downloaded and saved in a magic file somewhere that you will get access to if you join my Patreon page. You also get things like signed headshots, clips of me, check-ins, all kinds of stuff. If you want to join the Patreon page, it's a monthly fee, anywhere from $1 to $10,000. Whatever you want to throw at me is fine. Besides that, guys, thank you so much. You've been the best. I will see you next week on as well on Monday, and we're going to have a shift in schedule next week, but we got a special show next week. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. Thank you so much. And as always, have a nice weekend. And as always, I'm a little jacked up. I haven't had any coffee today, which is really weird. because I'm all excited. Do me a favor. Dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidt Quarantine Comedy was created, produced, and is hosted by Lenny Schmidt. We live stream on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special episodes occasionally stream or are uploaded on Tuesday and Thursday. Every episode is also launched as a podcast and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video. If you really like it, share the video. If you really, really like it, please subscribe to the Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. You'll get updates on this and numerous other online comedy content that my dad produces. Check the info section below for detailed information on all of our guests. If you are a fan, you can follow and support them as well. Go to their page, like their content, buy their albums, purchase their shirt, any merch they may be selling. Anything you do will support performers will literally help save the arts. In fact, if you want to support this show financially, just go to lennyschmidt.com/ifyoucan or Venmo at Lenny Schmidt Comedy. If you donate as little as $1 or as much as $10,000, it will help pay for the stuff my dad keeps breaking. If you can't pay for the comedy content, that's okay. COVID sucks for all of us. Enjoy the free show. If you want to find a way to support what we do, just subscribe to Lenny Schmidt Comedy channel on YouTube. That really helps a lot. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.